Good evening, everybody. Right, today I'm feeling invigorated, very invigorated. Everybody, I'm motivated, invigorated, ready to smash some stuff. Okay. Why? Well, hey, you get days like this. Really want to just burn some energy, let loose, really rip into it. Okay. And that today for me is me today. So I'm ready to let's smash some stuff out. Okay. Hopefully this makes sense. Ta-da. 10. We're only going to do 10 1 minute on, 1 minute offs, but they're going to be pretty tough. And we'll do a pretty good warm up to start with. So 15 minutes warm up, building up to it. Now with the 10 minute on, minute offs, first three are at 96 to 98%. Okay, so it's still pretty close to your race pace speed, but just a little bit off it. Okay, so I'm not going to put a rating on it as such, just because we're all different rates. Okay, just going to probably try and work with that percentage stuff a little bit more if I can. But then, of course, we want the majority of them, and there's pretty much probably be over half of them, 6, 7, maybe 5, 6, 7 are going to be around 100. Okay, going to be pretty much on or close to race pace as possible. Okay, so key focuses today. We'll first three. When we're doing that 96 to 98%, okay, all we've got to think about, let's use some round numbers here. If 140 is your pace, we're probably looking at around sort of 43, okay, 143s. Possibly even a little bit less, maybe 144s, but let's just work into it. Maybe it's going to be 44, 43, and then we get into 42, 41, 40, 40, 40, and then plus at the end. Okay, so the last one, we're going to give it a bit of a whirl. Okay, we're going to give it a bit more gas. We're not going to go like stupid crazy, but that last minute, after we've done 9 of them, okay, because we're going to be pretty puffed, that is going to be 100% plus. And whether you actually get more than 100%, really dictates on how well you've been going, your fitness and all this other thing, and sort of what you give it at the end. But if you manage to do 110%, so you go from doing a 140 down to like a 130, I'm going to say, well, hey, look, maybe these ones here, you should have been going a bit quicker. Okay, so a couple more splits maybe for that one. But we will play that by ear because I'm telling you now, trust me, if we're going pretty close to our max, even if we start doing, sorry, not max, if we're doing pretty close to our 100% race pace, like even after, well, sort of for those 7 pieces, it's going to be a pretty hefty workload, okay? So, as well as that, focus technique on efficiency, using the big muscles, getting that flow, getting that rhythm, looking at that rate, finding out what ratings work. Maybe we're a little bit lower by a couple of beats on here. We start getting up to your sort of race rating in here. And then this one here at the end might be a couple of points even higher. Okay, so gives us a bit of experimentation at the same time to find out a really good zone. As I say, the first couple, we should be able to just like chug along, get the rhythm, get the groove. But after we've done 3, 4, probably even halfway, we're going to be working hard. You'll be dying out for the rest. You'll be puffing and we'll be sweating. And but as I say, invigorated, motivated, ready to do this today. Okay, so let's nail it. So to start with, as we have done in the past, we're going to row for sort of 5 or 6, 7 minutes maybe at just normal pace, building it into our rhythm, our training zone. And then once we get into that, then we'll throw in a couple of minutes, moving through the rate, moving through the pressure, and then we'll throw in some 30-second bursts, getting it right up there. And then we're going to reset the machines, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, so loading in my erg data. ready to go. Right, so that's good. Probably take plenty of water on now and before we start, because you probably won't have much time when we get into the pieces. Okay, so I'm going to just check my well, it's pretty loud. Right. Still just rocking my bloody top 50. As well on this today as well, if you want to have a play with your drag, I'm finding I'm actually going a little bit higher than I was. I used to be 130. Now I'm at 132. Ooh, rebel. But I'm actually feeling a little bit better with it there. Probably built a little bit more strength up over the time. So that for me has been a good little bit of a change. I do notice I'm not rating as high, but we'll see how we go. We're just going to build. The thing with this warm up, just want to get our bodies into some good positions. So stretch it out a little bit. Feel elastic, not rigid and tight. You want suppleness in the muscles and the joints. Starting to push a little bit more speed. Every 5 or 6 strokes. We get that heart rate up. Starting to push it into the zones. Trying to get my my watch on the go. Oh. Start again. There we go. A good solid push. Remember that flow and the rhythm. Feel a swing.
Feel that body weight. Feel the push. Long arms. See, I'm down now. My training pace. Rolling round the front. So, getting ready to do a minute, just whatever time thing you're on, minute, adding a bit more. I'm going to go from 20 to 24 rate. Are you ready? Now. Feel it. Feel the addition. Moving the speed. Good swing. Remember, hang long. And take it down. So, first bit of a push in the warm-up. Starting to get a bit of heat going. It's always good being nice and warm-blooded. So when that minute rolls around again, which is about 25 seconds, we'll go another 3 or 4 points in rate and give it a little bit more. Same again for a minute. Just starting to firm. Moving in. Now. Remember, moving quick. Hand. Rhythm. Around the front. Feel a push. Accelerate. Don't need to be heavy. Move the chain. Move the flywheel. And down. So it's important in this warm-up to just give the body a bit of a shock, okay? Give it a shock for a couple of minutes. Then we do some priming pieces. So basically we're priming the muscles, priming the heart. Heart's a bloody great muscle. Can't do anything without that bugger. Yeah, and then we're basically ready to go. Okay? We don't need to not a huge fan of spending a lot of time at the pace we're going to be doing, because you're going to be there for a while anyway. So we'll start to firm, and in about 15 odd seconds, up the rate again. So you're going to be about 3 or 4 splits below your race rating. Just starting to firm and move. This one. Now, 30 seconds. Hang. And down. Okay. So feel that extra intent that we're giving it. Still focusing on the hang, the arms, that suspended hang. It feels like we're suspended in that position through that first part. We're just pushing, opening up, coming to the finish. Okay, 30 seconds. We want this one to be just a bit under race pace, okay? Rating pretty close. Because ultimately, if we can do all of these at pretty close to race pace, it's even better. But I've given you a little bit of leeway in that first 3. Right, starting to firm. Moving. Now, 30 seconds. Hang, push, swing, draw, accelerate, not bad, pretty good actually. Getting a puff on, getting a bit of a bead on. So the first one of these we will be doing from a standstill. Okay. No, I was going to say either that or we can set the, no, it won't matter. We'll just set it 1 minute on, 1 minute off in the intervals. Okay, 15 seconds time. We're going to find a race pace, race rating, and sit on it for 30 seconds. Here we go. Firm, building. Now. Nice and free. Swing. Body weight. Nice. So, hopefully you were pretty close to your 2K race pace, I guess, for that. If you haven't done 2Ks, 1,000 meter race pace, or probably plus 4 or 5 if you've only ever really done some 500s. But whole idea with these, we're pushing out our zones. We're getting better at certain ratings, we're getting better at certain powers, we're getting better at certain times. The amount of times that we do, that we're on the machine for. That's how we get our improvement, okay? So if you feel like you're a bit underdone, you want to do a little bit more, go for it. You know, just fire in a few extra pieces and stuff there. Otherwise, let's move relatively quickly. Set up our machines. As I say, that first piece is just going to be a bit more of a warm up, I guess, for these pieces. So select workout, new workout, intervals, time, 1 minute on, 1 minute off, ready to rock and roll. Okay. Just figuring out what I'm going to watch on my screen. So here we go. So the first one, we're just going to build into it. Take a few shorter strokes to start, get it up to speed, settle into the rhythm, tap it along, okay? Just remember, first 1, 2, 3, we want to be ideally 100%, but I still think it's probably best to build into it a little bit. So 96 to 98%, which if my maths is correct, well, it's not that great. And because it's only a 60-second minute, blah, 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 I'm talking 2 to 3 splits, 4 max, okay? If you can go 2 splits underneath your race time, okay, that's fine. Do that for the first couple, and then we want to start hitting as close as we can to the average of our race time for the rest of them, and then we're going to rip into that number 10. Boom, here we go. Keep it free. Remember to hang, breathing, acceleration. I'll talk as much as I can. If I get a bit quiet, probably because I'm working hard. Relax the face, relax the hands, big muscles first, okay? This is a good way to start it off. Okay, here we go. So from the front, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Here we go. First minute, 98%. Might be a point or two less from your rating. Here we go. Are you ready? Go. On the rhythm. Push it. Move the hand. Breathe. Nice. So your split potentially is going to be a second or more slower because we started from a scratch. Okay. Remember with these as well, active recovery. By the time we hit 30 seconds, just want to start firming a little bit, okay? Not just pushing the legs down. Starting to hear the noise coming up. Breathing, shaking it out. We want to be taking our stroke just before it clicks over to 0. Okay, so we start to build. with a rate, pressure, moving, now. Hang. Move the hands. Speed in, speed out. Swing. Push. Both feet. Rhythm. Good. Breathe it out. So I went quicker again on that one. Starting to firm. Breathing. Remember, easy movements. We want to find free speed. Not getting stuck at the finish. Thinking around the front. Firm again. Freeing it up. Here we go. Now. Push. Both feet. Breathe. Push. Swing. Rhythm. Hold. Nice. Slightly quicker again on that one. My aim is to do slightly quicker, and I'm talking 0.2 of a split here. Hopefully that again. Then I'm going to be sitting on my split from there. So suck it up a little bit now. Getting ready for the next one can sometimes be the hardest part. So we're 3 down. Starting to move. This one. Now. Move the hand. Swing. Push. Hands. Front. Carry. Nice. That's 4 down. Breathing it in. This is where our efficiency starts to set in. So we want to try and nail close to that 100% now. Okay, I'm rating about 34, 35-ish. I think that's sustainable at the moment. For me, you guys play it by ear. Here we go. Boom, and move, building. Now. Hang. Both feet. Breathe. Rhythm. Hang. Good. So, 5 down. We're over the hump. Remember that hang. Looking for that rhythm. Starting to firm. Breathe in. Trust me, might feel bad. Makes such a difference. Here we go. Suck it in. We can get this towards 100%. Here we go. Moving. Now. Hands. Around. Push. Around the front. Push. Pull. Face. Nice. Four more to go. Next one. So I only focus now. Rhythm, rating, easy speed. Breathing, relax the face. Firm a little bit. Here we go. Bring it up. Pushing. Now, groove. Tall. Push. Relax. Breathe. Nice. Feeling the pinch. Probably feel like I'm going a little bit harder than I should be. Not too bad though. Still want to feel within myself. I'm starting to firm. This is number 8. Roast pace. Firm. Freedom. Here we go. Now. Rhythm. Pull. Around the front. Push. Breathe. Good. Two more. Holding rhythm. Feeling a good speed. Starting to firm. Here we go. Remember, breathe. Move the hands, get into the zone. Firm. Go. Hang. Rhythm. Breathe. Two. Nice. Last one. Might be able to go a little bit plus, but we're not going crazy. Still want to be controlled. Okay? So just think hand speed, movement speed, 1-2% more acceleration. Okay, here we go, verb. Breathe up. Firm. Go. Hang. Push. Breathe. Ready, set. Breathe up. Tall. Good. Really good. Hopefully you stayed controlled in the face. Let's make him, that one was hard. Invigorated. So we can paddle this one out for a bit longer now. So let's hit our menu. Go back. Just start paddling again. Still want an active recovery a little bit further down the track. So now, feel the weight against the handle. We push away. I'm about a minute above my training pace in every stroke. I want it to drop 4 or 5. Breathing, sitting tall. After any piece, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. So tempted to stop, fall off the erg. Okay. I feel better already. Okay. You might still feel puffed. My legs don't feel like they're pulling with lactate. And I'll just continue to gain some length. Sitting tall. Move the hands. So, that's the idea. Keeping it flowing. We should be able to feel a bit more hang here now. With the arms out long, the feet pushing us back. Remember, trying to push the machine away versus pushing our body weight back. Okay, keep thinking that. Like obviously, but if we think about body weight, we tend to do that. Whereas if we think that erg, we're like, yeah, hanging, push it that way. Equal and opposite reaction. Who was that? Einstein, wasn't it? Or is that Newton? Long time at school. Someone on here that's a physics major, fill us in. No Googling. So, should be moving a bit freer now. You know, keep it going for 5 or 6 minutes, okay? I'm going to jump on my bike. Allows me to do another 15, 20 minutes. Shredding. Getting fitter. Okay, awesome. So keep chugging. Keep that warm down going. It's very important. As I say, my bike's that way where my cradle is. So I have to switch you guys off and head out that way. But just going to have a look at my workout. Pretty good numbers. Nice. Might have to post that for your team. Let's do that, eh? Oh, I'll have to get my camera off there. Right. Thanks, team. Yeah, hopefully you got some good benefit out of that. Keep rowing, as I say. Looking for that easy rhythm. I did tend to find I went a little bit harder in those than I probably should have. You know, yeah, it's hard to manage because you're like, oh, it's only a minute and I'm feeling good. But if we had to stretch that out to 2 minutes, yeah, I could have done it. 3, would have been tough. 4, don't know. Okay, so that's the whole idea with these is, yeah, okay, a little bit better is good, but we still want to feel the hurt over that period of time. Okay, you got rest time, but it's still 10 minutes of solid stuff there or thereabouts on like race pace. Okay, so that's the plan, that's the idea, and hopefully you got pretty bloody close to it. Okay, awesome. Keep it up. Tell your mates to subscribe, and keep checking out a Sensei. It's going to be bloody great. Awesome. Thanks, guys.